This is Professor David Steinberg of the SteinbergFiles.com. Feel free to drop by and pay us a visit as well on Facebook. Well, you've seen the stories from the Boston Marathon, and of course I've seen them too. And it's heartbreaking to see and read stories of people killed, people injured, some severely, some children. My heart goes out to them, their families, anyone affected by this brutal, senseless, terrorist attack. And by the way, wouldn't it have been nice to see our president call it a terrorist attack in his speech? He didn't, you know. But we're not talking about that for the moment. I have a couple of stories, just a couple of stories I want to share with you. I'll post the links. You're not going to like them, but this is the news, and I'm going to share it. From the Israel News Agency, April 15, 2013. Shortly after terror bombs exploded at the Boston Marathon, members of Hamas, Islamic Jihad, and Hezbollah were reported to be dancing in the streets of Gaza, handing out candies to passerbys. You realize, of course, that Gaza is a Palestinian territory. The people dancing in the streets, celebrating the death and destruction that occurred in Boston, are Palestinians. On to our next story. This is from Fox News. This is dated March 25th. As federal agencies scramble to avert or delay sequester-led furloughs, keep in mind the sequester is President Obama's construction, but I digress. As federal agencies scramble to avert or delay sequester-led furloughs, meaning the firing of American citizens, the Obama administration continues to spend millions of dollars on foreign aid to the Palestinians and seeks millions more despite past efforts by Congress to freeze the money. The State Department confirmed this month the administration has moved forward with $500 million in aid. Repeat, $100 million in aid to the Palestinians. And that's not enough. They're trying to secure another $200 million from Congress. A department spokeswoman, Victoria Newland, says. She says the aid is important because an economically viable Palestinian Authority would help regional peace and security. So let me just see if I have this straight, Ms. Newland. These people who are out in the streets, dancing, celebrating, passing out candy because Americans have been killed, they're going to help regional peace and security. That's apparently your position. And let me ask, I'll ask this question of anyone. Why is our government, why is the Obama administration firing American citizens so they can send money to Palestinians, Americans' self-proclaimed enemies who dance in the streets when Americans are murdered? This is Professor David Steinberg.